Good morning, you guys. Hope you guys had a good weekend. It's Monday morning, kind of a gray, rainy day here in Georgia. But I'm not in the shop, obviously. I'm out, running out to look at a job this morning. Headed out to Kennesaw, Georgia. I'm doing a new job out there for a couple that just moved down from Greenwich, Connecticut. They're in a big house built in little tiny neighborhood, maybe 15 homes, but it's in a beautiful area. It backs up to the Kennesaw State Battleground Park, something like that. But just a really pretty area. And so I'm going out to look at that. And kind of a cool story. They called me about 3 months ago from Connecticut, and they wanted to get together. Told me that they were moving down here. And she's a designer. She's been designing and building up in New York and Connecticut for probably 30 years. But when they decided to move down here, she started searching for a new cabinet guy. And she came across my name in Atlanta Fine Homes magazine, or Atlanta magazine, something like that. Which I thought that was pretty cool. I had no idea that I was in a magazine. So anyway, she found my magazine, got my contact information, gave me a call, and I've met with them a couple times. But today I'm going to go out and look at the house for the second time. Now, the first time I went out there, they were just doing rough framing, so you couldn't really tell a whole lot, but they wanted to show me around and at least let me see the property. So today I'm going, I think the sheetrock may even be hung. But either way, I can still get my dimensions. It's no big deal. So I'm going to be doing some of the secondary cabinets for them. Master bath vanity, powder room vanity, and the butler's pantry off of the kitchen. They had wanted me to do everything, but I didn't have time. My schedule has been pretty full. And then at the same time, she started feeling bad that she wasn't going to use her principal kitchen designer that she'd worked with for years up in Connecticut. And this person had already designed everything. They'd gotten all the specs. So she's going to use them for the bulk of the work. Then I'm just going to do those 3 secondary rooms. So the butler's pantry, we're going to build it out of maple, but it's going to be a real dark gray color. It's going to include some black oak on it. Black walnut. And the center part of the upper section is going to be bifold doors, and inside that it'll all be black walnut. That's going to be like the coffee bar and all that. So that's going to be pretty cool. And then the powder room vanity, that's basically just 2 big slabs of black walnut that will be floating with vessel sink on it. So that's going to be kind of cool. That'll be a bit of a departure from what we normally do around here. And then the master bathroom vanity, it's 10 foot long, 2 sinks, drawer bank in the middle. Pretty typical layout, but it's going to be rift cut white oak in a horizontal grain orientation. So anyway, I've already got the job. That's what I'm going out to look and get the measurements this morning. And I'll try to get some video of the actual property for you guys, unless there's 1,000 guys there working. But so anyway, that's what I'm doing this morning. And so we are here at the Kennesaw Job. This is where the butler's pantry is going to go. Right in that opening there. And then moving over here is where the floating vanity will go. And then over here is where the master bath vanity is going to go. Hey everybody. So today is a good day. Today I'm starting the Kennesaw Job cabinets. Finished up the Briarcliff job yesterday, got those vanities installed. That turned out really well. And if you haven't seen that video, check it out. That was really nice. But anyway, let me show you what we got going here. All right, so This is what we have for the Kennesaw Job. This is the master bath. It's styled similar to that. All this tower, header, all that went away. We're not doing any of that anymore. So that's that. But the powder room is going to be almost exactly that layout there, with the tile going up the wall, the round mirror. But I'm doing the floating vanities, and it's just going to have the one on the top one with the sink, and then the one to the right, the third one with the toilet paper. We're not doing that, just two. Good morning, you guys. Back at the shop. It is Thursday morning and it is pouring rain here. Hope you guys are being safe. I was almost in an accident on the way to the shop. The guy almost took out 3 of us. So that got the blood pumping, got the adrenaline going, which is good because I got a lot to do today anyway. So I'm working on the Kennesaw Job, the master bathroom vanity, and let me show you what I got done yesterday. Okay, so I didn't record any of this yesterday just because it's you guys have already seen this many times, but just wanted to go over some of the details real quick on this particular vanity. And it kind of goes to show that a cabinet job is a cabinet job, but there's always variables, and there's things that you have to adjust for, but just different variables in the whatever particular job you're building and the purpose of the job. Sinks, there's going to be a sink there, there's the knee space there, and then another sink. With a sink, you want to leave as much room as you can open for plumbing, for the plumber to work, to mount the undermount sink, all those things that they need to do. I've got my back brace, and then I've got one on the front, because this is a false drawer front. But to help strengthen the box and to help keep it square, I added these pieces on each end. And it's pocket screwed, front and back and the sides. And I've got one on each end of both of the vanity boxes, or the sink boxes. And what that'll do is help keep my box square and also add some good strength, because she's going to have a 3-inch thick granite or marble top on this thing. So that's a ton of weight that she's going to have sitting on top of this. Each end of this cabinet has a 3-inch leg on it, which is going to obviously cover up that maple edge band. So the only reason that's there is to keep everything level. Now I know it's only a 32 of an inch thick, so if I had that but I didn't have that, it's not a huge deal. But for the minute it took to put this piece on, I would rather have that there just as a shim, if nothing else, just to keep this piece steady. I should have drilled this before I put the box together. Would have been a lot easier. Mr. Craig, he is a pretty smart guy. Wish I had come up with this. Another tip, most of you guys do this already, you have multiple guns, but if you don't, when a gun is on sale at Home Depot or Lowe's, wherever, get a second gun. That way you're not having to constantly change out your drill bits and your other square drive to Phillips head and all that. It is well worth the price of a gun to have that convenience. And as cheap as you can get these guns sometimes, it is money well spent. Last year after Christmas, I found at the Home Depot store, I found a Milwaukee pack out. It was the case, it had 2 screw guns, 2 batteries, and the battery charger in the Kaizen foam. I got it for $99. and I couldn't pass it up. It was a leftover from Christmas, a promotional thing, and they basically gave it to me. Just a reference mark. Tiny little mark. That way you don't get your glue out too far.
Morning.
Hey, how are you? How you doing? Good.
Oh, longer?
They're in the corner over there.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
We need two.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Oh,
Did you bring me coffee? He's already gone. According to the drawing that the designer provided, they want 38 3/4 between these two legs. So all I did, I cut 2 pieces of scrap 38 3/4. I know this leg is perfect, so I'll just bump it up to it on the bottom, and then I'll put one up top like that. Then when I put this one on, I know it's going to be dead straight, and I know all 3 of my drawer fronts are going to be the same size. So I grabbed another clamp because this piece is bowed a little bit, and it's not a big deal, but I just want to make sure it's tight on both ends, just to make sure there's no variables, make sure it's right. This is an old clamp, an old Bessie clamp. The little red tabs are gone, so I only use it for things like this. I never put it on finished work, because when you tighten it down, that little guy will put a dimple in your wood in a heartbeat. But on a sacrifice piece like this, it doesn't matter. All right, so that is perfect. 1 mil on the top and 1 in the bottom. So that's the 4 legs. Let it dry for a minute, and then I'm going to screw them all off. We'll be done with it. So now all that's left on this build is these pieces that I'm putting in behind the drawer fronts. What that'll do is it'll give my drawer front somewhere to close against, and it will also close up that gap between the legs and my drawer front. You won't be able to see back into the carcass of the box when you look between there. So I'm just nailing these on real quick, and then I'm going to put on the hardware, and then this is basically done. These are the back clips that will hold the drawer slides. 1 right, 1 left of each drawer. And that is it. It's Friday morning, and just a quick update on the Kennesaw job. So I've gotten about as much as I can do on this master bathroom vanity. It's all built. I ordered the drawers, even have the drawer hardware installed. Of course, I'll take that back out when I start the finishing, but I just want to go ahead and get them set. I edge banded and cut all of the drawer fronts yesterday, so they are all ready to go. Nice and clean. Got to sand them up, of course. The customer's coming out on Monday morning, and we're going to go over stain colors. But two, I'm going to start the next phase of the Kennesaw project, which is that floating vanity. So stay tuned for that. Part 2 will be the floating vanity, and I appreciate you guys watching. Hope you tune in next time, and you guys take care. We'll talk soon. Bye.